morning, beautiful people. Happy Saturday, August 15th. Wow, another month flying, right? Another morning flying. I've been up for 2 hours. I like to be with you guys within the first hour of waking up, and it has not been that kind of a morning. I don't know if you guys ever experience this, but I feel like whenever I try to do something that feels like it should be simple, like I got a new card in the mail, so I had to activate it. Doesn't sound too complicated. 45 minutes later, after jumping through all their security hoops, and because everybody's different, and, send the text to this phone and all this verification, I kind of wish there was no evil people out there that stole our identities and were, thieves, so that the banks wouldn't have to be so crazy about all this annoying stuff. Like, I get that we need to protect ourselves and jump through these hoops because of the bad people. I just wish the bad people would go away. And just so you guys know, here's a random helpful tip from, while it's on my brain. I sat next to an officer. He was like a securities kind of officer, and he told me how dangerous all that identity theft stuff is. And when you get a call from on your cell phone, like one of those automated, like the Social Security ones or whatever, hang up on them right away. And the reason is because if you say yes, like if they ask you a question where you say yes, they can record your yes and use it in other ways, like as verification, or you know how when you sign up for a new credit card or something, they ask you for all that information and then they read you all that junk and do you agree? Yes, yes, yes. They can use that recorded version of your yes and do bad things with it. I know I'm not explaining it well. Just hang up on the solicitor people that, especially the computerized ones, that could steal your information. Okay, there you go. It's important. It's important stuff because, especially as I've been through my trying to repair my credit score and my finances, it's pretty important, and it's a lot of work to clean up a gambling mess. It's a real lot of flipping work. And I've done what I've called creative financing, which, involved doing nothing like wrong, but playing with zero interest cards and using my school loans as part of my strategy and meeting with all these people. There's a ton of things that I did. So I don't want somebody to take that away from me because I'm not savvy enough to know that people are criminals. So that's why I'm bringing it up and sharing it with you. Okay, ready for today's reading? Our quote is from Philip Doddridge. Awake, my soul, stretch every nerve, and press with vigor on. A heavenly race demands the zeal and an immortal crown. That sounded like I don't know. That was a lot. By making the choice to get sober, quit gambling, we also accept the fact that we won't be an instant success. Accepting our illness doesn't end with our addiction, but gives us a chance to deal with it. Relief from the burden of compulsions frees our potential and grants us distance from the pain of our old lifestyle. Now, while we expect no medal for winning the race, we are offered the chance to run. Gambling dependency, chemical dependency, however you want to use the language, created a life lived in a hell filled with anger, hatred, resentment, and mistrust. But now another way of living is slowly unfolding. We can set to work creating a spiritual life, one in which we honor our body, our mind, and our spirit. The race is never finished, but now we are in it. With the help of our 12-step program and our higher power, we are confident of the future. Today, let me remember that I can do whatever I need to do. That's pretty much what I journaled this morning when I got up. I know better as far as, and when I say I journaled this kind of last line. I know better that I shouldn't say like I don't have enough time for things, because that means I won't have enough time for things. Where if I approach it in a positive way, oh, I have plenty of time. I'm not stressed. Like if you put a positive spin on things, then it's a whole lot easier to navigate and the positive stuff will come true. And I haven't been doing that. I've been like, I feel like I don't have enough time and I have to get over that. So that was one of the things I wrote down this morning was, I'm grateful and I have enough time to accomplish whatever I need to accomplish. And it's important that we remember that. And it's also important that we know that it does take time, right? It's not an instant gratification. And as addicts, oh boy, do we love instant gratification. I want it now. I want it my way. Let's go. And there's a lot of things that as we go into our recovery and as we start really focusing on this, there's things that aren't going to keep up the way that we may want them to or expect them to or feel entitled to. And some of those things are, damage from our past. It's not going to be easy to just clean up everything overnight. Relationships, trust. People aren't going to just give you trust. We talk about it in our group environment as throwing a parade or give me a cookie. One of the kids always says, well, I've been clean X amount of time. I want mom to give me a cookie. People need to pay attention. And no, they really don't need to pay attention. We need to do the work for ourselves. And although we have to remember that, it's also, this reading is basically saying we're in the game. Like we can fight the fight once we've gotten rid of the bet. We can move forward. Eventually, all the good stuff will come, guys. It tends to come when we stop looking for it to come. Like if we just hunker down and keep our nose to ourselves and our head in our own recovery, in our own game, in our own lives, and we just focus on being a good human being, we don't need to tell other people, I'm a good human being. I did this today. We don't need to. Our actions start showing that our attitudes have changed, that our attitudes are not attitudes anymore, that we come from a place of gratitude and humility. And it's definitely an actions speak louder than words process. I want you to know, though, that it's important that you just stay on the course, because eventually it really will. It will pay dividends. And that's not why I want you to. I want you to stay the course so that you take care of yourself and that you get healthy and you have an amazing life, the life that you deserve, to be happy and to be fulfilled and to be grateful and flourishing and be a good parent, sister, brother, son, daughter, whatever, to be that person, to be a good employee, to be fulfilled in the things that you do, to be able to acknowledge your worth, to be able to look in the mirror and go, damn, I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful inside. I'm beautiful outside. I do what I'm supposed to do, and I appreciate myself, and I'm grateful that I'm in this journey. All that comes with time. So don't think, like, if you're thinking about it as a race, like this reading, I guess I don't like the word the race. Think of it maybe as being out for a leisurely jog, and you're going to have to jog for a long time, and keep jogging. And as long as you're, running and jogging and going forward, things will show up. All that positive stuff will show up. Like, think about it. You could be running outside, and the further you run, the more things you see, right? As long as you're not running in a circle. Even if you're in a circle and you can sometimes pick up on things. But if you're running forward, you're seeing new trees, new scenery, new flowers, new animals, new cars, new buildings, new whatever. You're just going along. And it's kind of that way in life. And if you ran too fast, you're not going to see all those beautiful things along the way, but you're also going to crash. Like you can only go 1,000,000 miles a minute for so long before your body gives out. And it would be that same way with your mentality and your spirituality and all those things. If you go, and you're really not taking it all in, chances are you're going to crash. You may end up back at the back at the drink, back at the whatever. So it's important. So I'm a little not appreciating the run as in run fast. But I think what the reading's really trying to say is that we're offered the opportunity, that getting away from that life lived in hell, filled with anger, hatred, resentment, and mistrust, and a myriad of other things that we talk about. It's living, another way of living is slowly unfolding. It doesn't say fastly unfolding or expeditiously unfolding. And that we can work on our body and our mind and our spirit, and that the race is never finished. I just don't like that race language. They don't think about gamblers when they write stuff like this. Even people in recovery, it cracks me up. Like, and my coach, so many people use so much gambling language that they don't even, they're not even knowing they're doing it. You know, the regular, anything from want to bet to double down to whatever. It's just so embedded. I know I can get going on that subject too, but I won't. I am going to go. I got my biking shorts on. I'm going to go outside and I'm going to reset my brain so I can come home and be very productive. That's my goal and my plan. And I screwed up. Well, I didn't screw up. I'm so good at forgiving myself, but I definitely did go out and buy ice cream yesterday. I rationalized buying ice cream for the house instead of the chocolate milkshake that I've been craving as, well, I'd pay $5 for a chocolate milkshake, but if I buy a half a gallon, it's going to last longer for that same $5. So I ended up eating later than normal last night. So I have like 3 more hours. I wonder if that's where my yawns are coming from too, is my fast. Sorry, aha moment. But I have like 3 more hours to go on my fast because I ate late last night. So I have to go distract myself before I, get hungry and break the rules, because I don't want to start from zero. I think it's day 19 or day 20. I lose track so quickly. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for a bike and then come home and get through a lot of IOU stuff. And, I got to start getting ready to go back to work on Monday. All right, beautiful people. I hope that you have a fabulous weekend. I will check back in with you tonight. All right, I'll talk to you soon.